Hello, everyone. Welcome to Weekend Sports. Today, we are doing our Lions post game for the Lions Saints game. The Lions pulling out a win, even though they were winning the whole time. It seemed like they were going to end up losing. They won 33-28. Was
Might
a
as
good
well
game.
be a loss.
Was a good game for the most part, but as it kept going, the Saints figured out our defense and just kept on scoring.
Well, it's mixed emotions. You were expecting more out of this team, and they started out good. Saints gave away I think they had a fumble that Lions capitalized on. They were up 21-0 at one point, 24-3, I think, around halftime. And then
24/7, yeah.
24/7, and then you could just you expected them. Okay, we got this in the bag. All you got to do is play solid defense. Don't get too conservative. Put another 14 points up on the board, and we're good. And they did what they always did, didn't they? They just did. This game.
Well, we thought that they were with all these people who yell at same old Lion fans like me and Ed here.
Yeah, I got that a lot.
They
today.
get mad at
My
us.
phone was blowing
and
up.
Stuff, but this is what we're used to.
Yeah.
And you could all say, "Well, they won. They won."
No, yeah, be happy. It's a win. But these guys, I'm sorry, they're not that great. They're not that good. You should not struggle against a team like this.
You shouldn't stress.
And for guys like me and my brother who want a division championship, a playoff win, possibly an NFC championship, this goes to show you they're not there yet. They're not Philly. They can't compete with Philly or San Fran or anybody that has even a mediocre offense or defense. I don't think. I think they're going to lose probably one. They could lose next week to Chicago.
They very well could.
Oh, yeah.
I think they're going to lose.
I
think they're actually going to lose to Denver, and I actually think they're going to lose to Dallas. So there's your losses.
I can't see how they should be favored against anybody coming up the rest of the schedule.
Yeah, I'm sick
of it. They should be underdogs the rest of the way. I don't care what their record says. Until that they win a division, they're crap. And that's what they basically are. They're at the top of the pile of garbage, which is the NFL.
Yes.
Outside of about 6 or 7 teams, this is a garbage league. We were just talking about that 6-0 win, the Chargers and Patriots. That is just ridiculous to watch this crap. And that's what I think we're watching right now. We're just watching really crappy football, and the Lions happen to be the best of the crap.
Yeah.
I mean, they ended up playing good the first, basically, quarter and a half.
Yeah.
Your offense, and then your offense kicked back up in the fourth quarter. But your defense did absolutely nothing from about the second.
Well, who's the only
quarter.
guy that really showed up for the defense? I'm sorry, Aiden Hutchinson, you're not that good.
Isn't that hilarious?
You're not that good. Okay, I'm tired of people kissing this guy's ass. I'm tired of people kissing.
He needs 5 sacks a game.
I'm sorry. He gets no pressure. Nothing for the most part. Wow. The only guy was who's that? Irvin.
Right.
The guy, this 36-year-old guy we just got from the Seahawks.
He leveled that.
Yeah, I thought it was a weak. Nice. I thought it was a weak call.
I mean, there were individual things.
He got 2 sacks,
and there were individual moments. I mean, I thought that throw Goff made at the end of the game to seal it to Reynolds, that was an exceptional throw. He was under pressure, something he normally doesn't do. He bought himself a little time and made a great throw to end the game for a first down. You got to give him some credit there.
But it's that defense.
He protected the ball a little bit better today. I don't know if he had any turnovers.
It's that defense.
No turnovers. No turnovers
so
today.
He protected the ball. And basically, that's the whole game. If you protect the ball, it's good enough to win, even when you play like utter crap. Because Carr gave us 7 points. That was the game. Carr gave us 7 points early on with that interception.
Yeah. I mean, we thought it was going to be close. Me and you predicted it to be between a touchdown to a field goal.
People think I'm nuts, but I keep saying I would love to have. I would have Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter over Jahmyr Gibbs and
I would too.
Jameson Williams in a heartbeat, because that's where your problems are. Your problems, for the most part, are not on offense.
Right. Your offensive line didn't play all that great
No,
today either.
nothing again.
Goff was under pressure quite a bit, I thought.
I believe Ragnow got hurt.
Ragnow got hurt.
He had a toe injury, and I think he aggravated a knee injury or something like that.
But you better understand this. It's going to be extremely tough to win this division. I think we're going to need Minnesota and Green Bay to play like garbage the rest of the way out. Green Bay should lose tonight to Kansas City, which would basically eliminate them or, put them in a bad situation. And you better hope, because I don't think you could do it on your own. I don't think you could win 3 out of the next 5 games. I don't think you can.
I think you only need to win 2 out of the next 5.
Yeah, but they should win 3. They started out 8-2.
I must have been out of my mind to predict these guys to go 14-3. I'm sorry.
If 11 wins the division, I guess we got to settle for that. But I still think we're letting these guys off the hook because they had a great start. And
we got sucked into it.
Right. And all these pundits and everybody in the whole town's so excited, and they're all telling us how great this team is and how we're a Super Bowl contender.
They're not.
We could get the number 1 seed. Well, that lasted about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then we realized, hey, we're going to be lucky to have the number 4 seed or even any seed at all.
It's back to reality with us. Let's be realistic.
Right. Win the freaking division. Stop playing like garbage.
Which is a realistic goal.
You shouldn't play like garbage against Chicago.
What are the numbers here?
Them next week.
What do we got for numbers?
So, bright side, since you guys have been Mr. Negative today.
Well,
yes,
what else can I be? I mean, geez.
With a win, you're just both Mr. Negative.
That's not how you look
Jared Goff threw for 200 yards, 2 TDs, averaged about 8 yards per pass.
Okay.
Gibbs ran for 60 yards. Montgomery ran for 56 yards. Williams had his 20-yard touchdown run.
Montgomery's been amazing. He's been a great player. Gibbs is starting to play better, even though I agree with that. I'd rather have the
I would still have on defense.
But they are playing great. And I mean, at least Montgomery, he's been a really good player. But
Receiving wise, Laporta, 9 receptions for 140 yards.
Great game.
Yeah, he's probably the stud of our receiving core right now. He really is.
St. Brown, 2 catches for 49 yards. I think they mostly ran the ball today.
Yeah, I think they
30 rushes to 16 passing attempt. Well, 16 catches. So,
which was confusing on that 4th and 2 when you're running the ball down their throats, and all of a sudden you throw like a horizontal pass, like almost like a screen, and you don't get it.
Right.
I never understood. Some of the play calling is like I'll never understand.
Right.
I'm not meant to.
Saints wise, right? Derek Carr started the game 17 for 22. He actually exited the game on 15 straight completed passes before he got himself hurt. He was throwing 226 yards for 10 yards per attempt, touchdown, interception. The interception was right away.
They may have won that game if he would have stayed in.
Potentially.
Because Jameis Winston, that guy can't hit the broadside of a barn. I don't know if it's just a lack of playing time, but he on that one drive, he overthrew at least 3 times.
He underthrew the one guy, but Branch deflected it.
Who?
Winston ended up playing at the end because Carr got hurt.
I didn't see the end. I turned the game off. I got just so nauseous I couldn't stand it. So I kind of
that pick wouldn't have happened at the end. Well, there would have been a pick at the end of the game if Branch didn't deflect it.
Yeah,
and they wouldn't have gotten a touchdown because he deflected it and they caught it instead of it being instead of it being an interception.
It was
to
at
Jacobs.
That point where I honestly thought that they could lose this game.
It was unlucky for the Lions, lucky for the Saints.
I was getting too angry and stressed out, so I took like about a half-hour break from the end of the game.
So since you guys want to talk about division, we could add it to this week since we're getting near the end of the year.
Yeah, we only got one team playing this week. It's Green Bay.
So Green Bay loses. Yeah, no, I think they're already out because they're 4 games behind us. So
right. I mean,
already
I'm
out
not
of
worried
division.
so much about Green Bay. I think they'll finish themselves off.
You are 3 games ahead of Minnesota. So again, standing wise for the rest of your schedule, if you end up winning, then 3 games from now is your game in Minnesota. If you can win your next 2, your clinching game is that first game in Minnesota.
I don't think they're going to win the next 2. I think they're going to lose next week in Chicago.
Every game seems precarious.
They never play well there. Chicago's better defensively now, and It'll probably be a cold weather game. Could have snow by then.
Right.
I don't know. Lions have historically never played good in Chicago.
But
the way they're playing right now, the way that D is stinking up the joint, then it's kind of hard to have any confidence.
Here's to get your hopes up, since the Vikings have been struggling, and we'll get more on this into the NFC North breakdown. Vikings will play the Raiders next week. They probably will lose because the Raiders have been playing really, really well the past few weeks.
I can't see them. It's Cowboys.
Who's been their quarterback?
The Raiders are garbage.
The Raiders, their quarterback Garoppolo.
They brought him back because he got benched.
Raiders are garbage.
I believe Garoppolo.
No,
O'Connell was playing
lately.
Okay.
Yes, they've been playing well ever since they fired their coach. They've been playing well.
From Purdue.
Okay, maybe he was a problem then.
And then they play the Bengals, which they should beat the Bengals because the Bengals suck, losing Burrow.
Yep.
And then it's Viking. Well, then it's us, Packers, us. So they have a chance to win some games, but also the Josh Dobbs experiment in Minnesota looks to be failing at the same time.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. They're off this week, so it was only one bad game, and freaking Goff has had like 3 bad games in a row. So
I don't think Goff was that bad today.
You're right. Our offensive line has had really bad games.
He looked struggling because of the offensive line.
And again, like we've argued, and this will be time for another discussion. I was hearing it again about how, if we win the division, you got to sign Goff to a long-term contract.
I don't necessarily
do that.
No.
I would not do that.
The word is, who knows? They might want Hendon Hooker. They might be thinking this guy could be our future. You never know what they're thinking in the front.
Also, future for weather-wise for Sunday in Chicago.
Already?
41 degrees and snow.
Okay. 41 degrees
that ain't bad.
Snow?
That ain't bad.
Snow is in the forecast.
That means you're going to put the ball on the ground.
Rain or snow. Rain or snow.
Fun, exciting.
Justin Fields, 300 yards. I'm predicting it now.
300 yards rushing?
Predicting it now. But I think they'll have their chance on Sunday. We'll get more into that again in the post game.
And for my next impression,
but
Jesse Owens.
We will see what happens. They're probably good. Lions will end up probably being favored in the game.
They'll probably be favored, but I don't know why.
61%.
So prediction.
No, I'm giving you time to calm down because
Bears 31, Lions 10.
Let's say you're just already angry about everything. But it was a win is a win. You put
That's
yourself
how you
in
look at it today. A win is a win.
A better
You're 9-3. You're 9-3.
A better position to win the division for the first time in 30 years.
You just wish that you could feel good about this stuff.
No, but you got younger Lions fans like Hal's age.
Hal feels good about it.
They tell us, why can't you be happy?
Right.
They're like, what is wrong with you guys? What is wrong with you?
I have a coworker.
And you try to explain to them, you've been following this team for
Why can't you be
40 years.
happy that you have a chance to actually win the division? That's all I have to say.
We don't have a chance yet. We
don't have a chance yet. We haven't done anything
when
yet.
we're playing an elimination game and they actually go out and win it.
And as older Lions fans,
is next to their
we're expecting the shoe to fall. We really are.
We want them.
As soon as, when they say we have clinched the division,
right?
Then it is cause for celebration.
We look at this
right now. We're just in the middle of a fight here to win it.
We're desperate to try to find a game that looks like they can win for the next 5 games. And you may say, well, the Bears suck. They do. And they should beat the Bears.
We're not like these.
But it's outside.
We're not like
in
these.
the snow.
It might not really be that much snow. It's 41 degrees. It's not going to stick. But
we're not like these Lions fans now who are like the sand people from Star Wars, where they're like, kick everybody. No, it's not like that. You got to be realistic about things.
They're like, what's that? You ever see The Mummy? Those people at the end, they walk into immortal.
Yeah, that's about it.
That's Lions fans. That's all fans. We're all like that. We all want our teams to do well.
So you have your best team you've had in 60 years. Be happy. That's all I got to say. Yeah. But with that being said, right, if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Share the video around. Let me know what you think in the comments.
All right, go Lions.
See everybody soon.